Welcome to another website review with Alex Harris, where I show you how to increase your conversion rates and generate more leads.
All right, I'm reviewing the ShaneBarker.com website. As I arrive here, it looks nice. As I see Shane here. But whenever I arrive at a website, within 1 second, you need to clearly explain, who are you, what am I doing here, and why should I care? And right now, I don't know who Shane is. I see he did consulting, and he worked with all these people that I have no idea who any of them are. So I guess you do crowdfunding, digital media, startup consultant, and social media. Okay, that may mean something to me, and I may take the time to dig in even further as a technical person. But immediately, you don't have a unique value proposition. You should clearly state here that you've done web or online website design or branding specifically, for these guys, and then provide additional social proof, because this testimonial is great, but it took me a couple minutes to really find out that this was a retired NFL player. Also, there's a consistency on all the pages that I know this is a big button, but people have banner blindness, and you should make this startup button or some type of button in there called out a lot more obvious on every page, because this is the submitted guest post is the most obvious thing on all of your pages. And I think that really that's what's missing on a lot of your pages is the lack of clear call to action. You have a hard time telling people about yourself, like you're forcing me to read all this. Call out a couple things that are specific about you. That way people don't have to read so in depth. Also, there's no clear buttons. Have some buttons, especially maybe on these. But, if someone's not technically savvy, you can get more people to the pages that you want by telling them and giving them visual references like buttons to click on, or making these links a different color. So you can probably guide more people to the right pages by just doing a couple things, adding some buttons, some clear call to actions, and also the ability to collect more email addresses. You can probably double the frequency of your opt-ins by improving how you're collecting your email addresses, because this down here below, it probably gets a couple, by improving your blog posts, your homepage, and your individual posts, you should be able to double the frequency of your of your opt-ins. Like right here, as you scroll down, I don't see anything to opt in, anything to opt in, anything to opt in, and that's okay. You should put it right here, right by this blue area. Like what you're reading, subscribe to our blog to get more automated posts, or subscribe to RSS or something like that. But have a clear area to call out, because even on your sidebar, you're not doing anything to collect the emails. And I bet you can double the frequency of your opt-ins by adding that right there. And also on your homepage, having a clear call to action along with the social proof above the fold. Having a clear section to get people to opt in. Because I saw this down here below, want a free 30-minute consultation with Shane Barker, but it's hidden. No one's clicking on any of this because it's so small. Maybe at the very, very top in the navigation, you should have a work with me link, and maybe potentially add one of these links as a button. Contact or get free quote. But I think you have to add a little bit more direct marketing aspects to it. So let's look at some examples. This is Jonathan Doyle. As soon as I arrive here, he has some vague, unique value proposition. But as soon as I arrive here and it loads, it kind of tells a story about Jonathan Doyle. This starts to load. Hope, motivation, change. Okay, that's pretty vague, but he has clear call to actions to get people to opt in. If people want to know about him, they click on that button about Jonathan Doyle. So I think there's some takeaways to try that there. As soon as I arrive at this one, okay, who is she? It says Katie McCarthy. Tune in, turn passion into action. Okay, it's definitely a little vague, but it leads into the opt-in area, and then tells people exactly what she wants to do. Jeff Walker's new site, he doesn't explain who he is, but he says he leads into his value proposition with his brand product launch formula with some clear buttons and getting people to sign up. Meet Jeff. So this is a great example of what you can do as well. Another example is just when I arrive here, he just has a nice logo like yours, but then he says marketing speaker and best-selling author, right into his video, and some social proof with his logos like you could do as well. Also an example, is making it specific to the audience that you're targeting. Having some bullet points, looking for traffic, a picture of you, and then asking for your email right away, right into your blog post, get exclusive tips, clear call to actions, with videos and so forth. Also, in Smart Passive Income, the way he has his about page, you can clearly do. But as you read down and learn more about him, he has the opt-in right there, so you can sign up if you want to learn more about him with Pat Flynn. You can easily do that as well. Along with Lewis House, as he has his blog post, when you click into his blog post, each individual blog post at the very, very bottom has a opt-in box like what you read so far. Get access to my free weekly tips. And I bet you if you add this opt-in area to your blog posts, you would double the frequency of your opt-ins as well. Just adding, either using lead pages or an iframe or some type of widget, adding an opt-in to the bottom of each of your posts would more than likely double the frequency of emails that you collect. But overall, great site. I think you just need to improve your unique value proposition, add more call to actions, and add a little bit more direct marketing to it, and you can double the frequency of your opt-ins. But nice site. Good to meet you, Shane.
Learn to improve your sales and online leads with MasterWebsiteConversions.com.